In the latest development, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has actually moved on an aggressive strategy to reclaim the presidency in 2027. And by so doing, Jonathan and Obi have become top contenders for the 2027 PDP presidential ticket. Now, it is not actually out of place to know that the PDP made a very terrible mistake in the last presidential election. When ABC decided to zone the ticket to the south, which was the right thing to do, PDP funnily allowed Peter Obi to go and now gave the ticket to Atiku Abubakar, which was the biggest political blunder anybody must have made, which is going to haunt them for a very long time. But right now, the political ecosystem is beginning to change as everybody is now looking up to Goodluck Jonathan as the bride, the most celebrated bride everybody wants to have and everybody wants to court. But truth be told, do you think former President Goodluck Jonathan is ready to take this mantle after the way he was ill-treated in the last elections? If anybody is privy to know what is happening, they will actually know that he was removed unplanned. He was removed uncelebrated, not minding all his giant political schemings, all his giant political achievements. He was still Nicodemously removed. Now, do not also forget that everything that is happening with Akpabio is a way just to make sure that they still have control over the South. Yes. What President Tinubu is actually doing right now is to see that he has very strong ties with the South. And since he has very strong ties with the South and he has fallen out of favor with the North, he wants to see that he combines the strength of the South, strength of the West, and also some loyalists that are in the North. With these three now, it will be easy and possible for him to glide back to Aso Villa. Now, Aso Villa has actually been very, very active these past few days. It has been active these past few days because the issue of Akpabio is still very fresh in people's minds. Yes, it is very, very, very fresh in people's minds. People from all walks of life are of the opinion that no matter what happens and no matter what they do, they are actually going to continually remain strong and remain relevant, especially with the fact that the wife of Akpabio has been running from pillar to post, looking for a solution for her problem and predicament. Now, it is also noteworthy that these things are really not really getting out of place and out of proportion, because from the whole look of things and from the way the things are going, everybody seems not to understand exactly how to handle these issues and how to handle this work, because the more people try to figure out what to do, the more it is getting quite difficult and quite enormous. And when all of those things begin to de-escalate like this, people are also of the opinion that, with the way these things are going, are we really going to have a way out of this? Because from the look of things now, everybody seems to be worried and everybody seems to not understand how to handle these things very well. And with the way it is going, it is really, really difficult for anybody to comprehend and everybody to understand. the comprehending and understanding is so tough and difficult that people are beginning to feel that the president is really not fit to return back to power. So that is why the best thing they've done now is to go back and bring Goodluck Jonathan, whom it was them that actually rejected and refused. This is a good man who brought so many reforms. But guess what? Desiani ran away because the heat was actually getting too much for her. And when the heat begins to get too much on anybody, the person just leaves and runs away. But Goodluck Jonathan didn't run. Rather, international organizations now saw him worthy to make him a big UN ambassador, which is something that everybody seems to be appreciating, knowing that of a truth, he is such a good person. And with him doing the things he has been doing, striving to see that we somehow live life to the fullest and to the best. There is nothing that anybody can do that can quell or quench the tsunami that has been piling up everywhere in our society. My people, the way this thing is going right now, Goodluck Jonathan is going to be the only savior that we need. All hands must be on deck to see that we support Goodluck Jonathan. We stand behind him. We give him all the push, all the necessary push he needs to actually activate this new level that he is coming back, because the country is in so much chaos right now. The country is in so much chaos. There's so much jiggy jaga that nobody can actually really comprehend or hold on to something strong. That no matter what happens, this is actually something that anybody can hold on to in a very good way. My people, it is actually not easy for anybody. It is actually not easy for people to actually have a mind of their own and have a say of their own, because these are more as some of the issues that have been mitigating and making us want to move from point A to point Z. But as a matter of fact, with all of this coming to a logical close and a logical conclusion, everybody is ready, everybody is hoping, everybody is anticipating that at the end of the day, whatever that happens, people from all walks of life will still come to a logical conclusion and knowing that, well, we must be all right.